surfing in Cabo and I can't really surf, so I caught a huge wave by myself, but I didn't like do any tricks or anything, but I just rode it straight, and it was pretty impressive, I must say. I went to Chichen Itza. We did a festival in Guadalajara. I went to a wedding in Tulum in May. I've been some places, but not really the city so much, you know. I've heard a lot. I've heard that you guys have great culture here as far as music fans and really an informed musical audience, you know. And I've gotten a lot of MySpace messages back in the day, or Facebook saying come to Mexico, and I've always been trying to come, and so I'm really happy to be here, and I stayed an extra day so I could go exploring tomorrow. I wasn't one of those kids who wanted to be a singer or a performer. I didn't at all. I used to actually I wouldn't sing in front of people until I was in my 20s. I was a songwriter before I was a singer myself, and even then when I had to sing, to reference vocals and stuff, I hated it. What happened was writing for other people, I just wanted to hear it the way I heard it in my head, and so it's kind of like music led me into doing this. I started just writing lyrics, but it was I liked writing, so I liked writing poems, and lyrics were just to me another form of poetry. And then I thought I wanted to be a producer. So I got some production equipment and I play around on that, and I took some guitar lessons and I took this and that. And even before that, I would take dance lessons and just somehow be involved in music, I was a music major in college, and I studied, everything from experimental music to classical music to African and Haitian drumming and all that stuff. Then I decided, because it was practical, that I would go into the music business side, and I was like, maybe I'll own a record company. So I started interning at record companies. Then I started writing songs for other people, just anything to not have to do music myself. Something inside me kept pushing me until finally I had a microphone in my hand, and then here I am. Yeah, I don't have any separation in my head when I'm working on a song. I'm not now I'm writing, now I'm producing, now I mean, singing's obviously different, but in my head I'm just trying to do justice to the writing, or complement the music, or complement the writing, so it's all still very tied together. It's like an exercise to me, it's like honing my skills almost. It's you go in and it's a different objective, you're trying to do what they want and something that's true to their art, and so it's just you're just challenging yourself to see if you can do it, and to polish up on your how quickly you can come up with a good hook, so it's very different from actually being in the art when you're working on your own stuff. I like working on my music the best. I can't think of anybody offhand. It's not that there aren't people that I admire and that I think that are wonderful, but for some reason, maybe it's from my own experiences. Sometimes when you think you're going to really want to work with someone and then you work with them, it's not that great. And then sometimes when you don't think it's going to be that great, it's amazing. And it's hard to ever know. And sometimes it's, just because you admire somebody doesn't mean you should just go and try to jump on their record, I really enjoyed Lollapalooza, which was the last show of my last tour, and it was coming off of, I had been on vocal rest for 3 weeks. I had lost my voice, and it was just such a hard time, and I was really nervous about whether or not I was going to be able to sing for the show, and it was my first show back in the States, and I went out there and I was performing, I was having so much fun, and there was I just remember far off, there was one of those video screens, and I thought there was another show going on way off in the distance. And then I was just doing my show, and then at one point I was like, everyone lift your hands, and it went way back, and I was like, oh, they're all watching me too. It's about time for me to start up again. I just finished my record, and so hopefully I'll start touring this summer. Hi, this is Santigold, and you're watching Marvin TV.